son. You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive. I will survive. And I'm a firm believer. We'll forever shine just to stay alive. Nothing means it. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can tell me sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Everybody show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a miracle. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a miracle. Everybody strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. And when you're your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, and when you roll, everything has to humble. Everything has to humble. I'm a go-getter. I just go hard. I just go hard. And I'm a kind of fella. Put my trust in God. Put my trust in God. That simple means it. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can turn me sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can change my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength. No weakness.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Right along. Welcome. You guys caught me off guard today. Yeah. Don't often catch me off guard. How you guys doing? Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Monday on the ride. Yeah, Monday on the ride. How is everybody doing? Guys, we have a lot to discuss today. A lot happening. A whole lot of stuff happening. A whole lot of things happening. But before we start to talk, I want you guys to share the thing. Original Courtney, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Yulene. Thank you so much, Yulene, for sharing. You need Wendy Ann, thank you so much. If you guys hear me fine, if you guys see me fine, if everything is sounding good on your end, just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up if everything is sounding good on your end before we start, because there's a lot of things happening, guys. There are plenty things that's happening that, and even as we are on air, some stuff just came to the wire again. So it's a lot to update. Plus, we have a story that I want you guys to follow. Lucy, Yulene, Alexander, thank you so much. Momo C, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, how was your weekend? How the hell was your weekend? Did you guys do anything? Mary, you hear me? Everything good? All right, good, good. Did you guys do anything particularly interesting this weekend? Yeah? Anything interesting? You guys did anything interesting this weekend? Venetia? No? Lydia, James, thank you so much. All right, guys. So the folks that's watching us on YouTube, I know you're unable to share on YouTube, but what I want you to do is just share the link in your WhatsApp, to your WhatsApp group. Right, and let everyone come in on and be a part of the discussion here today. So we're working on two stories. First story we just heard at about a little bit after 12 today. There was a bank robbery in Carriacou. All right, some of you guys remembered in 2019, I think it was October 19th, somewhere in October, in 2019, there was a bank robbery in Carriacou where a bunch of robbers got away with a good amount of money, and it was somehow never found, never apprehended. Now today, the 18th day of October, almost exactly 2 years to the date, there was another bank robbery in Carriacou. And as I said, as we are speaking right now, information are coming in. we got a chance to speak to some of our internal investigators closely affiliated with the RGPF, who is doing the investigation, and um, we were able to gather some, I would say, unconfirmed information at this time because it has not been made out to the general public. Um, so we have some information on that. But before I give you information on what we gathered, I want to show you guys an interview that I heard with Tevin Andrew. Now, he was right there in Carriacou, right there on the ground in Carriacou, when he saw the guys coming out of the bank with guns in the hand. This is his recollection of what happened earlier today. This is Tevin Andrew and his recollection of the incident today. Check it out.
Well, listen, what I experienced today really traumatizing, to be quite honest. And I was not in the bank. So you could only imagine the folks that were in the bank, the workers and the staff and of course the people that was getting whatever services there. But you know, I was in a vehicle, saw 3 masked men running up the road. And we were like, well, what's happening? And as I got closer, I saw that one of them had a gun. And I thought to myself, that's a toy gun, man. But then we realized what is happening. It seemed as though there is a robbery or they're about to do something. And in my head, I thought they were going to fight. Some fight was breaking out. But then we realized that it had to be a robbery because we saw a bag with money and all of that. And then some of the fellas on the beach, because the road was in the vehicle that I was in, we were close to the road, close to the beach. And there were some fellas on the beach and they decided to pick up some stone, I guess to scare the guys. And the guys decided to let go some gunshots. It's about 5 gunshots. They busted 5 gunshots. And everybody, we had to dive for cover. So that was an experience. And of course, they jumped in the boat. I guess the boat was there waiting for them, and off they went. But I'm happy now that I'm hearing that the Guerrilla Coast Guard and the St. Vincent Coast Guard work together.
Yes,
and I'm hearing that they now got those criminals. Those people can't be from Carriacou. I believe those people are outsiders, most likely from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because that's the direction they were heading. That's the direction the boat was heading. And so, justice for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, justice to the workers of the Greater Cooperative Bank. And I do hope that the Greater Union of Teachers, the Greater Teachers Union also, that they get some relief from that as well, And let this be a lesson that Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you don't come and just do what you want and rob people and disturb our peace, because Carriacou and Petit Martinique is, we are very peaceful people and it's a very peaceful place. It is something that, that's unheard of. I mean, I tell you, even after hearing those gunshots, I mean, I was like, am I in a movie?
Wow.
It was a surreal moment. So so the people are really traumatized, and I could only imagine the workers at the Greater Cooperative Bank Carriacou branch, how they felt and how they are feeling as we speak. So it's really a traumatizing experience, really. So now that that those people are held, let justice prevail.
Do you believe that these robbery have anything to do with a robbery a few years ago when something actually very similar occurred, but they were never apprehended? Those criminals who were on video, who they had pictures, they was wearing a hat, they were never apprehended. Do you think that they have ever anything in common?
Listen, listen. What's interesting is that the robbery that you're talking about with Greater Union of Teachers Credit Union, that robbery happened sometime in October. As a matter of fact, October 19, the 19th of October, 2019. and today's the 18th of October, 2021.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is the significance of October and those robberies, but it's something similar. And I'm led to believe that there might be some connection, but let the law enforcement officers and those people do their job, and let we hear what happened. It might be a case where the situation is related, but let this serve as a lesson to anybody out there in St. Vincent and Grenadines or wherever they are who's thinking about coming to Carriacou and commit those dirty crimes, that we will hunt you down and we will get you. We will get you. This is not the place to come and do that. You want to come and relax in Carriacou and enjoy our pristine beauty, then do so. But don't come here to create no crime.
Yeah. What's the feeling on the ground right now, Kevin? The people in Carriacou?
Disbelief, shock. People are scared. We are horrified. But also a sense of relief, hearing the news that those individuals was captured. So and of course, people are traumatized as well, especially the bank workers and people who experience the gunshots and so on. Thank God no one was hurt in this whole ordeal, but people are indeed traumatized by the situation, by this incident.
Yeah, we are going to continue to follow this story. There are a lot more leads. We are in touch with a few of the investigators on the case. Probably very soon we'll be publishing some pictures after it goes through the process with the Royal Grenada Police Force and the St. Vincent and Grenadines Coast Guard. They work collectively apprehending those criminals, and we'll keep everyone abreast and up to date with what's happening on the ground in Carriacou. Kevin, thank you so much for giving us some eyewitness report on what you saw on the ground in Hillsborough, Carriacou earlier today. Thanks again, Tevin. All right, so that was Tevin Andrew. He was there just moments after the incident happened. This is some information that we just got through the wire, right? We are hearing right now unconfirmed reports that there were 5 individuals that was a part of this bank robbery. 5. We are hearing preliminary reports as well. Again, this is very preliminary reports, very preliminary information, that the nationalities of those individuals are Trinidadians. Those are still unconfirmed report, but we heard those information from a high-ranking official at the RGPF. We cannot independently verify that information, but again, we were able to speak to someone in the RGPF who said that the nationalities of these individuals were, in fact, Trinidadians. And they caught them somehow on the way back to the island, right? Again, there was a bank robbery earlier today in Carriacou. No one was hurt. However, it's reminiscent of 2019, up to about 2 years to date, 2019, when that's almost the same incident happened. That particular incident, the bank robbers was never brought to justice, right? And almost 2 years to date, this incident happened again. So there might be some correlation to what happened 2019 and what happened now. What is also good to note and report is that at this time, we cannot confirm any injury, so no one was shot. But, however, as we learned from Tevin earlier, that the bank robbers actually fired shot behind those guys at the beach who came out and was looking to throw stone to scare off the guys, the robbers. Again, we learned that there are 5 individuals. Preliminary report are that they are from Trinidad. The nationalities are Trinidadians, right? They came in on a speedboat almost exactly to the area that they got the last 2019 robbers got away. So it's very similar in terms of how this incident occurred and the one back in 2019. We are consistently getting information, and I'm sure before the end of the program today we're going to get some more information on what transpired but we could confirm there were no injuries at the bank, right? No one was shot. There were a number of about 5 gunshot that was fired on the streets of Hillsborough, Carriacou. We're not sure if it was pointed at any individual or if it was shot that was fired in the air, but no one was shot. Tevin was on the scene at the moment. He saw what transpired and he had to take cover and to save his own life. Those are the information that we have right now. Very, very preliminary information, and we're waiting. Now, I have to also kudos to the RGPF and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Coast Guard, because that's very quick. That is very quick in how they were able to coordinate and apprehend these would-be robbers, these robbers, right? Very quick. And if that is the case, guys, we have to give it up, give due, right, to the RGPF. That was very swift work by the Coast Guard in apprehending these robbers. Now, as soon as we have pictures of these individuals, we will post it right here on the ride. If you also have any information that you want to share with us, you could always, inbox us with that information, and we'd love to update the general public on this particular incident. Okay, guys, but before the end of the program today, I could guarantee you that there are and there will be additional information that's going to come to light on this situation right here. All right, let's go into another story. Very important and significant story, again, as we promoted earlier. Now, Asha is a young lady from Grenada, and she contacted us just a few days ago to share her story as to what happened to her. I want you to listen to Asha's story. She's on the line here with us right now. We're going to bring her in because I think it's important that we hear Asha's story. Because funny enough, I remember just a few days ago, my producer, Lois JJ, she brought to my attention that we seriously need to look into a significant uptick in infant or mortalities of children, babies at the General Hospital. So when Asha contacted us and was willing to come on record and share a story, we invited her so we could hear what she has to say and what is the context and content of her story. Asha, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, Asha, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm also hearing some people talking in the background, so it's kind of coming through as well. So if you could ask them to just
right by the outside.
Oh, it's okay. So it's your headphone is picking up a lot. All right.
Yeah.
So Asha, what happened? What happened? You very significant because you saying that this particular incident well, I'm not going to preempt your story, so just tell us what happened.
Good night to everybody on the live. I went to the hospital on the 4th of August, which I was passing liquor, blood, and water from my bag, the baby, what the baby is in. And while going in the hospital, they was checking me. They was doing ultrasounds every day, every 3 days, and they keep saying that the doctors keep saying that they wasn't seeing where the blood is coming out, where the water is coming out, because they say when they test, they're not seeing that is the water from which the baby in, and the blood is not coming from the baby direction. So after about a week, I told them, I say, listen, the baby is almost here. So if only could just take out the child and try to save her, from whatever my body is letting out. If you cannot find the problem, take out the baby. Well, they sent doing ultrasound to say the baby is not ready to born. But I knew my months, and they keep on telling me the month is, the ultrasound is saying a different month. My pressure was high, real high. And I keep on telling them every day they pass, I say, take the baby. Nobody's like listening to what I was saying. It comes, I spend 1 week in a hospital. That was the first week. When I spent the first week, they send me home. I spent about 2 days and I come back. They asked me why I come back. I said the same thing happening, so I come back to the hospital. When I there, but when I go back the next 2 days, I spent actually 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and that was in September. That was September 5th. When I there now, they keep on passing every day. The doctor come back to me and he say, we do not know where the so-called blood is coming out from, and the water you're leaking is from your sweat, just like that. So I was like wondering, well, how come I could be sweating like that, changing one pack of pad and a half a day, and passing the urine with the blood in it. I bring all the nurses and whoever I could to show them, look what I'm passing in the toilet paper and into the toilet itself in the hospital. They say that they're going to record it, and I don't know if they record it. I don't know, because one time the doctor passed, I asked, he said he didn't see any record from that. Okay. Well, day by day passing, weeks by weeks coming up, and it's the same thing. They keep telling me they don't know where the blood is coming from and they don't know what is going on. They keep on sending me for ultrasound. The ultrasound saying the baby is not ready to born because the femur, the head, the skull is open wide. They are professional. I left it in their hands. I ask questions, they give me answers. Answers that they want supposed to give me, not answers that I wanted to hear. I cried, I pleaded, I do everything that I should, and it's like nobody was not listening to me. So when I did now inside the hospital, it's like day by day passing and your life is in their hands, but you do not know if you're going to survive or if you're going to, live or die. It's like something like that. So, but I was feeling like the baby was moving in me day by day. I felt her. I thought I was feeling the baby. They keep on hooking on machine on my stomach to say that they're listening to the heartbeat of the child. They was getting a heartbeat. But on that heartbeat, they was coming back to me and telling me it's my heartbeat. Every time, I think it's about 3 or 4 times they come back and tell me it's my heartbeat. It was here and it was not a baby heartbeat. On going back to the hospital, I went back there. They sent me home.
Asha,
Spent 6 days.
Asha, hold on one second. You can hear me?
Okay. Yeah, hear me.
Right. Oh, I don't understand that part. Hold on, Asha, 1 second. I don't understand that part. I don't understand that part. So I want you to come back to it a little. You said that.
Which one?
So you felt the baby moving. To your mind, you felt the baby moving because as mothers,
yeah.
So if the baby is moving, and if the baby don't move for a little while, mothers know their bodies. They'll be like, "Oh, well, I feel nothing today." You said that you felt the baby moving, right? So when you went to the hospital and do the ultrasound and they do the check and they do the heartbeat, because they have to check the baby heartbeat. They put the thing on your belly and they check the heartbeat. Were they hearing heartbeat there?
They was hearing a heartbeat, but then they came back and tell me it's my heart beating again.
But how your heart beating in your belly?
I have no idea. This is the question that I cannot get answers for.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll come back. We'll come back to it because this is strange. I'm no medical expert. I'm no doctor or nothing like that. I'm no physician, but that kind of sound kind of crazy. So go ahead. So you was feeling the baby. You felt like the baby was moving. Felt everything was okay.
Was moving.
Well, what make you think that there was a problem then?
Well, before I went back to the hospital, I was in the clinic on the Tuesday. That was Tuesday last week. So from Sunday, like I wake up Sunday morning, and for a whole day I feeling this moves in my stomach, just like wild movements, wild. So I was saying, well, babies and things be very active, so probably she just moving up and down, just getting on all crazy. Well, Monday morning I wake up. They say you had to pass the urine to go into the clinic. Pass the urine. No, passing the urine, I found that my urine was like cocoa brown. But I still went and they check it and they tell me that you have blood in your urine. So I said, blood? She said, yeah, you have blood in your urine. And but I still didn't think that's going to the head nurse, and when I reach inside the room, I say, I'm feeling my baby moving from since Monday. She say, you sure? I say, yes. So she said, okay, well then I send you to the hospital. No. On going down to the hospital, I reached in there and I told them there was like having it. Those on the desk who was like going to check me in, there was having like a joke. You understand? It's like, okay, she come here for the same thing and she come back here again for the same thing. It's like that was just running through my mind. This is what going on, you understand? And they tell me that they assign me to a doctor again, this same doctor. And being there, I take a while and then they give me a bed to go on. And going on in there, and then the same thing was going on. And when the person passed the thing, I tell them, I say, come, look what's going on here. And then they tell me, well, okay, well, we're going to record it. And it's like nothing. They send me to do ultrasound night. And when I go to do the ultrasound the ultrasound now come back that night, Tuesday, and telling the doctors or whoever on the paper that they see no heartbeats and no movements. After 3 weeks of spending 3 weeks in the hospital, he was telling me he was seeing movements. And I go back the fourth week, and then you tell me you see no heartbeats and no movement. You see no heartbeat and you see no movements.
But you was feeling movement too.
Yeah.
So they was feeling movement and you was feeling movement.
Yes.
So that means, could that possibly mean that the child was moving between that time frame?
The baby was not alive. I was thinking the baby was alive, but it was my uterus that was moving, and my baby was just there for herself. No water, no nothing was there. And they were saying that they saw water back around my baby. The baby was totally dry out, rotten inside of me. They come, they give me a tablet. They say, well, okay, well, you have to try the tablet to see if the tablet is going to work with you, or we're going to give you oxytocin. But thank God I didn't get the oxytocin. They give me the tablet, and the tablet's on with the pain that I was having. You understand? And then about 5 o'clock Thursday morning, I had a delivery. But by the delivery, it wasn't a live baby. It was partly rotten baby. They gave me my child to lie down on, to put on my stomach. And when they put my child on my stomach and I hold on to she head, everything in her head was just mashed up. Her bones and everything was just like out separating. Her skin was falling off. And then you coming now and telling me that my baby was alive. I told them I knew how my body was feeling. I know how I was feeling. I told them to take the baby away. They even sent me home and all with pain and tell me I was not even contracted. When I was having pain, they could have even try and see what they could have do. They still send me home like that. And I lost my whole 9-month baby. When they was giving me pain and telling me I wasn't ready to make baby, they was like giving me injection to stop the contraction and all these kind of things, and feeding me antibiotics. Nothing else more than antibiotics. And they was feeding me for an infection they said that I had. What infection? That I have a bug in my urine and what and what. What is that? Then you come into me. Then when I passed out my baby now, actually going mad in the hospital, crying every minute because I seen people passing with the baby and my own is gone. I sitting there and you as a doctor and a professional, the one who was assigned to help me, and that man, you come like a puppy with your hand between your leg and stand up and telling me you do not know where you went wrong, you do not know what happened, and sorry for my loss, just like that. I cannot make I just cannot make my baby just go on like that and no explanation. You understand? This is why I'm reaching out to people to know exactly what is going on in the general hospital and what is going on in this Grenada here. Because there is no help. No help. And every time I go to say something, it's like courthouse. You understand? But I'm speaking up for my right because my whole baby is gone. I cannot get no answers. I asked for all my papers. They turn and tell me that the machine in the hospital, the printing machine in the hospital is not working, so I cannot get nothing. So then where all the donation? Where everything that is sent into the hospital? Where all the help? You can't get medication. You have to buy your own medication. You can't do this, can't do that because you have to bring it on your own. You don't even have sheet for it, but you have to brush it on your own. People don't know. You got to be in there to know what is going on. And this is why I'm speaking out. Because I would not let my child go down like that. I have to go to bury my child on Friday. My 9-month baby on Friday. She's lying in the morgue right now. And there is no answers. No answers. I have sleepless night. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. My family is around me, but I just cannot speak. I just lost my child just like that. And not to say that she was dead today, and she came out rotten, partly rotten. This is not a sight to behold. Because if people hearing me speaking now wanted to see it for themselves, they will wonder what madness was that. It's not right. It's not right.
Asha, that to me,
because I laid everything in their hands. I asked for them to deliver my child, and they did not. And they let her die, just like that.
Hold on 1 second. Asha, you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me, Asha? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me, Asha? Asha, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Hi guys. While Asha fix her audio problem right there. Let me
Junior, if you hear
if I
me, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, I'm just go back out and come back in. Go back out and come back in. Asha, just go back out and come back in. All right, let me get her to resolve that issue right here. Yeah, guys, this is a crazy story. Very traumatizing story. Asha had to witness her dead and rotting child, right? She had to hold that child after 9 months. And as a mother or as a father, you know, you build up, you expect that day would come when you would hold on to your child, you would kiss your child. She went on for 9 months expecting that child, and it didn't happen for her. Now, we could talk about all the legalities and all of that stuff. We don't have a chance to discuss that. But medically, right? Medically, how could that miss? How could they miss something like that? So I don't know if we have any medical. I know we have Wendy Ann in the chat there, and Wendy Ann is a nurse, or anyone in the medical field could please call me and explain this to me. If they do a test on that thing that they put like whatever Vaseline, or I know it's not Vaseline, but they put that on your stomach, and they find that child, and they see that child, and they see that 3D render of that child. Doesn't that show if the child is moving? Doesn't that physically show the movement and the placement of the child? You could see the head, you could see the foot, you could see the little arm going like this. So you could know that the child is alive. So my question is, with the technology that's available today, Even if we don't have the 3D rendering technology, how could something like that be missed? Even in an X-ray. Somebody please call me and explain this situation to me. Because I'm no medical doctor. I'm no medical doctor, but I'm trying to understand. Asha, go back out and come back in. Go back. Okay, Asha to come back in again. But I want you guys to call me. Any medical practitioner, anyone in the medical field, that have a better
Okay.
understanding as to this. Asha, you hear me now?
Okay.
Asha, you hear me? All right. She's gonna recycle her device. 718-701-5720. While we wait for Asha to come back on here, I want to know, how could this be missed? Right? How could this be missed? And a lot of people are asking, and I'm gonna ask her as well. Right? Women, is it possible? Hold on. Asha, are you there? Are you able to hear me, Asha?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, all right. So if you're not here, if you get cut off again like that, just go back out and come back in, okay?
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
All right, okay. All right. Asha,
Yeah.
you know when
You hearing
you
me?
know when yeah, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Oh, okay.
Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing
No.
you.
Okay, all right. So here's what I'm asking, Asha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out when you go to do the test that they put at your stomach, right? Don't you
Yeah.
see visual a screen that shows the baby movements and all of that? Did you see that? You
How they
witnessed that?
have how they have the ultrasound machine? The machine is facing the person who is doing the ultrasound. You cannot see it.
Right.
But
And
when he plug on the heartbeat on the screen, I can
yeah,
hear the heartbeat. I hear in a heartbeat.
right. So you say now that the heartbeat that you was hearing
Hmm.
wasn't the baby's heartbeat, but instead it was your heartbeat?
Yes. So I wonder what madness is this? Because even the day when I go in the Tuesday,
Ah,
they put back the machine on my stomach. One of the
right,
nurses raise up my stomach and put it down because I know your baby turned down, so you will listen to it at below the belly button.
right.
She put it there and I was hearing a heartbeat, a loud heartbeat. But then one of the doctors now come back to me and say the nurse didn't hear your the baby heartbeat, she was hearing your heartbeat. Because your heartbeat is beating loud in your stomach.
All
And
right.
this is the first time
Hold on.
I'm hearing something like that.
Let's take a quick call. Caller, you live? Where you calling us from?
Hello,
Hello, hi caller. Where you calling us from?
I'm Cleveland, Ohio. I'm actually Asha's sister.
Oh, you are your sister. Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm Asha's sister, and I'm also a registered nurse.
Okay.
When initially Asha went in the hospital for those 3 weeks, and she was telling me her condition, I even advised her to tell the nurses and the doctor to go ahead and take the baby because I knew how old the baby was. When she told me, she said they are ignoring me, they are mean, and they are not listening to me on several occasions.
Mm,
So though she was in the hospital, being her sister and also a nurse, I was able to give her advice on things, what to say to them and what to ask.
right, right. So
When she gave me the timeline of the time she was discharged versus when they told the baby died, in my opinion, they discharged her with a dead baby. And she could have lost her life as a result of it.
yes, yes. So sister, let me ask you this question. How could the ultrasound get this wrong?
The ultrasound didn't get it wrong. The staff got it wrong. The medical professional got it wrong. Those technicians got it wrong. It's not the machine, it was them. Because even if they heard one heartbeat, I mean, common sense will tell you there should be two. You should be able to distinguish the fetal heart rate from the mother's heart rate.
Right. Yeah, I would
Because the
assume.
machine can pick up, it does pick up the maternal heart rate in the sonogram. It does pick it up. But as a professional, you have to be able to distinguish the two. Fetal heart rates are much more faster pace than adult heart rate. And if you can tell this, then you failed your patient. It's what you did. You failed your patient. And it's because of your negligence that her baby died. And she could have also died in the process.
Yes. Sis, also, when you're doing the ultrasound, don't you see the movement of the
Yes,
child?
you can see the baby hand moving. You can see the baby's feet down to their toes moving. You can see them sucking on their finger. You can see the valves in their heart moving. You can see they breathing in and breathing out. Those are all the things you are able as a professional to pick up on a monitor. Again, the technician failed. It wasn't the machine, it was the technician. If the machine is doing what it's supposed to do as a technician, you are able to read it. You can measure the baby. You can see how much the baby's weighing. You can see how much fluid the baby's around. You can see the particles. There's a lot of things that ultrasound tells you that you as a professional can determine. And if that baby was no longer alive, they would have been able to see that because the heart would not be moving. They would not see those valves flickering on that ultrasound.
Yes. Sis, let me ask you this other question. Since you're a registered nurse, why was it that Asha was able to feel something moving in her stomach?
I can explain that, but it can be as simple as the baby has died and there's gases, because when we die, we release gases. It can be that fever she's feeling those, from the baby releasing those gases. It can be that.
Oh, I see. Because someone said earlier, I don't know. They said that as a mother, every morning you wake up, you feel like the baby moving hand, and you might see that the baby.
I also know that Asha was at the end of her pregnancy. Towards the end, the fetal movement decreases very significantly because there's no more space, the abdomen for the baby to move around as vigorously as it was moving at the beginning.
Right. Okay.
So the movement does decrease towards the end. The baby is much bigger. There's less space, so those kicking and punching is not as aggressive as it was in the beginning. So a decrease in movement is not abnormal.
Right. Based on how the baby was delivered, right? She said, and it's gross.
I've seen the baby.
Oh, you've seen it?
I've seen pictures of the baby, yes.
Okay.
The baby's skin is already in the process of decomposition.
Wow.
When you can see the second layer of the skin, this baby's decomposing.
Wow.
The baby's side of the face was already sunken in because it's liquefied into it's going to the process of decomposition.
Wow. It was that bad. So
it was that bad.
Asha could have been dead.
Several days.
She could have died.
She was on her way, but the way she was feeling, and she was already going through some type of sepsis at that point. Days, anywhere between hours to days, she would not be here talking to you guys because it could have happened just that fast.
Wow. So she delivered the baby. The baby wasn't taken out. Wasn't C-section. She delivered the baby.
She actually delivered, and that's the side of the hardest part. Not only did she lose her baby, but it made her stay more than 24 hours with a dead baby in her stomach, even further compromising her own condition and putting her more at risk, to succumb to whatever her body was going through. So they even further jeopardized her health by keeping that baby greater than 24 hours. It should have been an immediate C-section when they realized the baby was no longer viable. Took the baby out and try to save her life.
That's what I'm
saying. But they also put her life in danger furthermore. So not only did she have to stay there and lay in the bed for hours and into the night, into the next day, before she was able to deliver the baby. How traumatic is that?
Wow.
And you don't have to be a mother to sympathize with Asha. It's very traumatic to have gone through something like this. As a family, we are banding with Asha. We are providing whatever assistance she needs mentally, whether it be counseling or therapy, because she's going to need it. She's going to need it for the long term because this is traumatic.
That is insane.
And the way they are so nonchalant and the lack of empathy and compassion to even after it happened to be like, you know what, we made a mistake and basically move on from that mistake. It's not that simple. Mentally, it's not that simple. Physically, it's not that simple. Emotionally, it's not that simple. How dare you just tell her that you made a mistake and we don't know what happened? It's not that simple. She deserves an explanation. She deserves answers. She was with you guys for 3 whole weeks. You guys was have having your care for 3 entire weeks. And you guys discharged her with a dead baby. And to come back and say you heard a heartbeat, but it was the mother's heartbeat, how is that possible? How is that even possible? And if you tell me that was the case, then you need your license, you need whatever you have revoked, because clearly you don't know what you're doing. And the sad thing is that Asa is not the only one. She's not the first one. But we want her to be the last one. And that's why she's on. She's not an asking for anything or sympathy. She wants to be the last one.
Yes. Yes. Sis, since you've been a medical doctor and all, I want you to talk.
I'm a nurse. I'm a
sorry, medical nurse. I apologize. I want you to talk to the would-be mothers that's there right now, so they would know to themselves if something is going wrong with that child. What are some of the red flags, warning signs that they should observe in their body to know
But
that?
depending on the age of gestation, I mean, early in the pregnancy, you want to also always monitor fetal movement. That's one of the big things. Counting those fetal kicks are so important. And paying attention to your body. Make them listen to you. This is your body, and you have to make them listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't just take no for an answer. And don't let them push you out the door and shove you to the side. Stand up to them. They are professionals. They are responsible for you, and they're responsible for your health when you're in their care.
Yes.
So they just shove you at the door and send you home and tell you go home. And no. Stop calling the Ministry of Health. Stop calling Nicholas Stiegel or whoever. Get their attention. Let them know what's happening to you. Don't just go home and say that everything is okay. It's not okay.
Yeah. Sad. Sis, I thank you so much. Asha needs a lot of help on that, and you are there as a family member, and you are helping her, because this is I can't imagine the psychological effect it's having on her.
Exactly, and that's what you don't realize. The after effect. Yes, we know the baby has, expired. We know that, but Asha has to live with that for the rest of her life. She has to live the trauma of delivering and holding her baby. She has to live with that, and on top of the treatment that she received, she has to also live with that.
And she's not getting the empathy. Thank you so much, sis.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, 718-701-5720. This have to be Asha. Are you okay? Are you all right?
I'm okay.
I can't imagine
Emotionally, mentally, but mentally, I'm just not doing as well as I should. And the emotions, every time I keep thinking about it, it's just like the memories of what I went through and stuff, and it's like always playing. If I don't get somebody, it's like I'm in a different hole. I'm in a dark space. I'm trying to come out, and I just can't come out.
Yeah. Yes.
I used to tell you how bad I felt. That pain.
And feeling.
And my stomach hurt. I still think that I should have had my baby going through this pain with, and I had to be going through it alone, and she had to be lying in the mouth. Just because of what? Because I asked to make her come into this world. And they just let me down just like that. They forget me, I have to say.
Someone messaged and said if that's
and
your
everybody
first
might
shot.
think is a joke,
Mm-hmm.
or is you know, it's not true. No, it's not.
Yeah,
But
I
losing a child is not easy.
right.
It's not easy to have to bury your own child. Your child have to bury your child.
Yeah. All right. Hold on one second, Asha. We have a caller on the phone lines. Caller, you live? Where you calling us from?
Hi, Julia. Good evening. Hi,
Hey, hey,
I'm calling from Queens.
go right ahead. Go right ahead, Queens.
Yes, Julia. From the time her amniosac broke, they should have put her in induced labor, or they should have done surgery and saved that child. There was no need for that child to remain in there. She could have gotten an infection. She could have died. That child could have died. The caller before covered everything. And number one, fetal heart rate is much higher than the mother's heart rate. So that alone should have been a red flag for them to know that something was wrong and not to send her home. Some people go in the wrong profession, and if you don't have empathy, you don't need to be nursing or you don't need to be in the healthcare system. This is so sad.
It is. Wendy, let me ask you a question, right?
So sad.
How do you as a nurse, right, working in the field, how do they measure the amount or the quantity of water that's in that sack to know that if
Well,
there is sufficient water there or if they should do it because it doesn't have enough water? How do you measure
I
that?
mean, they can do it through the ultrasound. I can tell you something from experience, Julia. When I was having my son, that happened to me. My water broke, and for like almost 6, 7, 8 hours, I was not having any contractions. But guess what? I went to the hospital. They wanted to send me home, and I insist on not going. And they induced labor, and they took the baby. The baby came, a few hours after. I think that's what happened to her also. If they did the ultrasound, they should have picked up on that. The person that was doing the ultrasound needs more training because they missed that. And that's a crucial mistake that was made.
Wow. A fatal error.
Yeah,
This was and this is a very fatal error. This mother right
it is.
now, um, she she brought her child to term 9 months old, only to find out that the child was dead inside of her for days. So much so,
It is.
as she explained, that when the child came out, the child was in some state of decomposition. Now,
Mm-hmm.
this is this is something that you can't even imagine, right? But Asha is that don't even have to imagine it. She saw it and she held that baby. Think about she held that baby with the head popping out, the skin deteriorating, the eye. I, this is psychological. That's psychological terrorism. For she to have to go through this, and she actually went through this. This is tough. This is hard. This is harsh. Um, Wendy, thank you so much for for your words and advice and everything else that you continue to do. But Wendy,
Yeah.
anything else you could advise her? I know the last let me tell you guys, bring all you guys up to speed. The last show that we had a mother on here that needed some assistance, and Wendy is like our resident nurse. We put her in touch with Wendy, and Wendy just moved into action, and Wendy helped her with all the stuff that she need. And Wendy, I appreciate you for doing that so much and so much more things that
Welcome.
you continue to do. And if there's anything you could do to help her, Wendy, I don't know if you want to talk to her again. I know you're busy as well, but I know even in 5 minutes or so you could talk to her to see if there's
Yeah.
anything else that she needs to know, because I want to make sure that everything is out to her and she's safe going forward.
Oh my God, Julia, this is so sad.
It is. Um,
Julia, yeah, you can give her my number.
okay. All right.
And yeah,
All right. Wendy, thank you so much. We'll keep in touch. All right.
you're welcome.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Wendy never says no. Eh? Wendy never says no. Wendy continue to help out as much as she can every time, and we appreciate that. Um, Asha, I can begin to empathize with you. I don't know. I don't know the words to say to I to I mean to comfort you. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. Do you have the support? Do you have the family around you? Do you have the people that are around you to just check on you?
Mm.
How is everything?
Thank God for my family that gave me some therapy.
Sorry?
You hear me?
No, I didn't hear what you say.
No, I say thank God to my sisters and them that they given me getting me some help, some therapy here.
Yes, yes. Um, yeah, because I think that you're absolutely you're gonna need it because this is traumatizing. This is traumatizing. Now, for now, I could just going forward. This is always gonna be on your mind. This is always gonna plague. This is terrorism. That you went through something very traumatic, and you're gonna have to live with it for the rest of your life. What are what's the next step? Like, I know the funeral is
The next step
Friday.
is just make sure you hear my story. People hear
Yes,
what went on, and for no matter I have my kids and them already, but this is one of my kids. You understand? This is those are part of me. This is I bear her for 9 months, and to just let her die just like that, so by negligence, I cannot let it go just like that. I'm going to take my story as far as I can take it.
yes, yes.
Even
And
if I have to go on
we'll call on.
to women who went through the same process as just as me, I will take it as far as I can.
Yes,
With the help of my sister Samantha and the rest, I will go as far as I can. This is just the first step.
hmm. Are you
I do
getting
not want
help?
it to
Are you
happen to
getting
another
help
woman.
in? Uh, yeah, yeah. I was asking, are you getting
Hello?
help to bury the child? Are you getting help to bury the child?
And I have to, but we have to do it on our own. The family doing it. We doing it on our own.
You serious?
Yeah.
You're not getting no assistance. You're not getting no assistance to go through the burial of your child that was so
No,
tragically taken away from you.
no, we doing it on our own. Because as I tell you, always say sorry for your loss.
This can't be right. This can't be right. At least they should provide some assistance. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that they should at minimum provide some sort of assistance to this grieving mother who brought her child to 9 months, and because of someone's negligence, the child died. And based on what
Uh,
the doctor,
sorry.
the nurse, sorry, go ahead. You were saying?
No, I was just saying that he had two um two sisters in the hospital, two sisters, head
Yeah.
of the ward. And this was the only two, besides the rest of the nurses who was coming to say, oh, and we knew what was, they knew what was asking. to all these people around me, and are sympathizing with me. And these two wonderful sisters in the hospital go into her room and bring a teddy bear. And that teddy bear, when I hold that teddy bear, I started to feel just a little warm. So if they are on the line or they're listening or wherever, I just want to just say thank you. I would not call it the name, but I would just say thank you.
Yes. Let's jump on the phone line real quick. Caller, your line, where are you calling us from? Hello? Yeah, hi. Turn your background down a little bit because we're getting a feedback. Yeah.
You hear me now?
Try again. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, this is the volume down. Yeah, try.
Okay, caller, am I on speakerphone?
I'm going to take you off.
Yeah, take me off a speakerphone.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm also one of Asha's sisters. And
Okay.
I'm calling from the US also. Because
Right.
you're asking about help for the baby, for the burial. Now, she wanted an autopsy to know why she child died. The doctor who made a mistake wanted to perform an autopsy, and she decided no, because if you already made a mistake, you don't need to perform it. So guess what they told her? They get autopsy done on the baby. It costing her $5,000. That's something that I wanted to bring to the forefront, because she funeral cost of her, the reason why that child died so long in her stomach.
But what did they put on the death certificate of the child?
We can't get no paper. We don't know yet. I don't have the answer to that. That's the funny thing about it. But we need to know why.
I said, what did they say was the cause of the death of the baby? Did they tell you verbally?
We do not we do not know because we didn't get an autopsy done.
Well, no, they have to have a reason for the death. They can't leave it blank. He has to. The medical examiner. I don't know if it's done in stillborn situations, in Grenada, but they have to have a cause of death. The medical examiner supposed to have a cause of death. That's what I think.
I would like to know what's the cause of death.
I think it's something that we need to look deeper and further into. This particular case here is sad for the entire family. Again, I know the whole family is going through chaos right now because the most anticipated thing in the world is to go through that 9 months with a father or mother, to know and just feel that baby when that baby born. You make preparation, you're just ready to just receive that child. And when that is cut short, and it's not even cut short by her negligence, she did everything right up until the period of time when she was about to give birth, up until the last month, to have that negligence be performed by someone else who should know better, who should know and understand the technology to give a look and to give an opinion on a situation like that. If the child is not moving for a period of time, there should be things that you could do to still save the child. Check the sac, see how much water, how much fluid is in there. If there's insufficient fluid, quickly, you got to, I'm thinking, I'm no medical doctor, but I'm thinking from a layman's perspective that you should induce or do a quick cesarean to save the child. And if you cannot check the sac, if you're unable to check the sac by all the technology that's available, that is someone's negligence, because that's, you're supposed to be able to see those things.
All right, thank you for your time. I just wanted to
thank you,
share
Paula.
that.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you for calling. Let me get some of the medical practitioners on here. Let me get some of the medical practitioners on the program to call in to just give us some context of this very, very obnoxious and crazy story where this young lady right here, Asha, she brought her child to 9 months, only to find out that the child was in her body dead for a number of days, so much so that the child was somehow decomposing, and no one knew. Well, no one told her what was actually happening to her. The child died. Asha was witness to the birth of her stillborn child after 9 months. Asha, let's wrap it up here because I know that I don't want to put you through any more reflection, any negative reflection, and have to go through and just live through this whole moments
Yeah.
again. Any last thing you want to say to mothers or mothers to be who watch this
Now,
program? Some of the things they should look for, some of the red signs, some of the red flags, some of the warning signs.
yeah, I just want to just tell, the mothers and them who might go through something or seeing what I went through, that if you all are seeing any signs, no matter what signs you find your body unusual, go to the hospital, go wherever you have to go, your private doctor, your private hospital or whatever, and make them known. And don't do what I did, just walk out. Tell them you don't want to leave. Tell them how your body feel. Because I knew how my body was feeling. I knew my child was dying. But tell them how you feel and do not, just go just like that and make the same mistake that I made just by leaving the hospital and didn't even know I was carrying a corpse in my stomach. And whenever you're going to do your ultrasound, make sure to turn the screen so you can see whatever. Because if I could see what was going on, I tell you, it might be a different situation.
Yes,
But God only knows what the reason why I went through this, and maybe it's to help others overcome this thing because it's not. I know I have a long way to go, but I just want to just give God thanks and praise and to my family on the live and all over. I just want to just say, God be with us and strengthen us at this time because it's not an easy road. They have to be fighting with me and they have their own responsibility for this. That with me, every step that I take. I just want to just say good night to everybody that listens to my story and take it to wherever you have to take it and talk to your family who is going like this too. Because talking a lot means a lot because it helps with the mental system.
yes,
Mentality of your mind, it helps. It really helps. As it was for my sisters and in America. I mean, and all here, my children, I don't know where I'd be. Maybe running the road, maybe, doing something because at that time I just feel like just running and running, balling,
yes,
And to my therapist, as he said, just wherever you find yourself, just ball, cry, ball, do whatever you have to do because don't keep it in. It will make you sick.
yes,
So I
yes,
just, thank God for being alive, and everything. And, I'm taking this one day at a time, step by step, baby step, I would say. So just
yes.
thank you for listening to my story tonight.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, and we will keep in touch with you and
Okay.
see if there is anything that we could do on our end to assist you further. And we appreciate you for sharing your story. Very traumatic experience there
Yeah.
from by Asha. Um, and thanks to the medical practitioners who are every day do their job with diligence, go out there and do their job with love, right? Um, they are not all bad or don't do what they're supposed to do. I know some doctors, some nurses out there who go above and beyond. So this is in no way saying that they all are doing this. This is not to dong all the medical practitioners who are working very hard every single day. But for in a situation like this, we need to look deeper into the training that some of these people, that some of these nurses get before they get to the point to diagnose people and treat people or to examine people and give them, prognosis as to what they should do and stuff like that. And in this case, it wasn't right. The advice wasn't right. The decision taken wasn't right. And that decision caused the death of someone's child. So that is That is bad. And we're going to continue to follow it. All right, guys, we have some updates for you on the story we told you about earlier, right? We just got reports again, as I told you guys, that we were following the story earlier with the bank robbers in Carriacou. We just got video footage of the detainees, those that was captured, and that's footage that we just obtained from the Coast Guard. 5 individuals were detained. That's a video of them on the Coast Guard right now. They didn't have any IDs on them. However, they believe to be Trinidadians. They are said to be Trinidadians, and they are taken back to Grenada as we speak. Those are the 5 right now in police custody. On the it looked as if it's the Coast Guard. 5 individuals currently in police custody. 5. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After they were apprehended after the bank robbery in Carriacou, right? Those are the video shots just sent to us while we are on air of the 5 that were detained after the bank robbery in Carriacou just earlier today. Throughout the evening and throughout the night into tomorrow morning, we're going to get some additional pictures and video and identification of these individuals, so we could definitely confirm that they are in fact the nationality. But we're getting word from the Coast Guard and folks on the ground in Grenada that these individuals are in fact Trinidadians. They were detained earlier today after they robbed this bank. Now, what was particular about this, right? That 2 years ago, 2019, I believe was the 19th of October 2019, there was a bank robbery in Carriacou. The robbers came on speedboats, they robbed the bank, and they left. Now, there were video, there were pictures. If you guys remember, there were countless pictures that were circulating. One of the pictures that was showing, the guys, you could see half of his face. The other half of his face, he had a hat on. However, there were no arrests made in this case in 2019. I believe this event, this happened on when it was the 19th of October, I believe. 19th of October 2019. Today is the 18th of October 2021. So it's something to do with October. I'm not sure if there is a talk out there that somehow Carriacou is a soft target for would-be bank robbers, right? I don't know if there's a memo out there in the chat room of the bank robbers that somehow you could jump into Carriacou and rob a bank and head out. But this showed these guys, whoever received that memo is in fact incorrect. These guys were caught less than 6 hours after they came in. They robbed the bank. They shot at individual on the street, and that's how you know that it wasn't locals. That's how you know that it wasn't locals doing this, because no person in Carriacou who lives in Carriacou would, first of all, would just randomly shoot in the street of Carriacou. Case in point, Carriacou is one little community. Your brother, your sister, your cousin. Everybody there is brother, sister, cousin. Second cousin, third cousin. So nobody's gonna rob a bank in Carriacou. Someone that's in Carriacou just rob a bank and just shoot indiscriminately in the street like that behind some random people. That wouldn't happen. So that to me ruled out the fact that they were locals. They were not locals. Some people were saying, oh, they're from Carriacou. Totally, it's not locals. Secondly, some people say initially when I spoke to Tevin, he made reference to they might be Vincentians. He didn't have any information at the time to verify where they were from. I guess he made an assumption because from last bank robbery, it was said to be Vincentian who came in. And the way how they came in that same area, in that speedboat, it was similar. It was similar. Right? So that's probably why he made the reference to St. Vincent. I'm sure he don't have no malice towards St. Vincent. I'm sure he don't have any bad feelings towards St. Vincent. But he made mention of that, and I think that's probably why he made that reference. We heard that after these guys robbed the bank, they got on a speedboat, fired some shot after the guys was probably trying to deter them from leaving the island. They fire some shots at them, jump on a speedboat, and head out. They circle, I believe, well, Trinidad will be south, so they circle the opposite direction when they was met somewhere out there by Vincentian and Grenadian Coast Guard, right? Coast Guard from Grenada and St. Vincent, and they did it coordinatively. I mean, more details would come out, I'm sure, as to how exactly they were able. But it just so happened that I guess the Coast Guard was in the right place at about the right time, because they were quick. And you gotta give credit where credit is due, right? You gotta give credit where credit is due. They move quickly, they move swiftly, and apprehend these criminals. That's them right there. Let me show them up on full screen again, guys. We just got this video while we were on the air. The 5 individuals, count them, one on the ground, one laying there, one over there, and there's another one that the camera is going to pan to shortly. They are the 5 individuals that alleged to be responsible in the bank robbery earlier today in Carriacou. Now people are saying, why Carriacou? People think that Carriacou is some kind of soft target, right? They said that they probably think that Carriacou is some kind of soft target, right? But let this be known that Carriacou, Grenada, and the islands are not no soft target. So would-be bank robbers, take note of this. All right. Mitchell is saying that, he said that direction they were heading. That's why he made that statement. Yes, I believe so as well. So kudos to the RGPF. Those are the pictures. Those are the video. We're going to present and provide full picture and description of these individuals as we continue the investigation as to what happened and who are those people that were responsible in the bank robbery in Carriacou. Now, I'm going to open up the phone lines again, guys, because I think that there's still a lot of information that is coming in. We're getting some additional information as well from some of our investigators on the Coast Guard. Some of our Coast Guard security officers, police officers. We are getting information and leads. Let me see what they're saying. 5 caught. They had no ID in them. They were believed to be Trinidadian. Very little detail so far. They were sent to the mainland. So they were sent to Grenada at the moment. So let's get a call. 718-705-7015-720. Let me know what you're hearing. Let me know what you are hearing. And let me know if you guys are getting any additional information that we don't have at the moment. Because people might be hearing information from the family members in Carriacou, on the ground in Carriacou, that we didn't have as yet. So let's open up the phone line, 718-701-5720. Again, we're watching file footage that was just sent to us of the 5 individuals that was apprehended. They're both the Coast Guard. They were arrested, captured after they robbed a bank in Carriacou, right? These 4 individuals. Here's a question that I'm asking. I don't know if you guys see it as well. Why they're not in handcuffs? Why are they not in handcuffs? Like they have them as regular civilians. I I don't know if it's a normal thing, right? So you guys could correct me here, but this the four would be robbers, right? Or robbers. They are just sitting around. Like they don't have them in handcuffs. They're not pinned to a side of the boat. They're just free and walking around and just chilling. This one is resting. This one is probably pitching marble on the ground there. This one is just laying down, and this one is just sitting there. And they don't have them on handcuffs, on any kind of handcuffs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They don't have no zip ties. Like why? I don't know. I don't know if that's a normal thing. 718-701-5720. Again, we have to yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to be careful and guys and them and jump in the water and get away. I mean, to jump on a speedboat to travel that distance, you have to be you have to be an eligible swimmer. I tell you this much. You got to be an eligible swimmer, because I know regular person just that can't swim and don't know how to maneuver in the water, just getting on a speedboat and heading from one country to the next to rob a bank. You have to be some kind of very good swimmer, and they just have them walking around like yo, they're chilling. They look like if they're in the Hiltons. I ain't gonna lie. They look as if they are someplace in the Hiltons, just chilling, nothing else to do. They just whatever. Yeah. 718-701-5720. Let me know if you guys are hearing what you guys are hearing. If you guys are hearing, are getting any more updates as to what happened, what transpired earlier today in Carriacou, where counted five, right there, 5 robbers bust into the bank, pull out arms, and rob the bank. Robbed the bank at gunpoint, and had the nerve, right? This guy's had the nerve. The balls. Yeah. Young guys. These guys could go and find something to do. Go and find something to do. Go sell some freaking popcorn. They could have find something to do. Get a job. Raise some chicken. Plant some lettuce. Find something to do. Instead, no. They left wherever they came from. Because somebody probably tell them, yo, you could just jump into Carriacou and rob this bank, you guys. Yo, we did it before. And you're good to go. Listen, I know things are hard. I know things are hard. But it's hard for everybody. Right? It's hard for everybody. So when you're thinking that, yo, that is a quick getaway, a quick come up, you listen, they should have like the worst kind of penalties for these kind of thieves, lazy ass, young, silly, juvenile, delinquent thieves. That's what they are. They're young thieves. Look at them. Lazy ass. When I was their age, I tell you this much. When I was their age, I was picking up nutmeg and cocoa and going and sell in the pool. Yeah. What's stopping these guys? A man is a terrible thing to waste. What's stopping these guys from finding a goddamn job? They might say, well, they ain't no job, COVID. Find something to do, goddammit. Lazy, juvenile delinquent. They should make an example from them. I make no apology in saying that these guys should be held and made an example of, so that the next would-be wannabe bank robbers never ever think about coming to Carriacou or any place else for that matter. Because whenever they think about it, they would remember what happened to the person who came before them. The reason why they came is because 2019, another bunch of them came and they get away. I don't know if there's some affiliation, because I don't know what happened to October, that everybody feel like in October you go Carriacou and you rob a bank. Like Carnival in October in Carriacou. I thought Carnival was in February. Like 2019 was the same thing. So I'm not sure if there's any link towards 2019 and what happened here in 2021.
You gotta be firm.
But listen, I'm saying this big and bold and proud, that something need to be, these guys, they need to make an example of these juvenile delinquents, a serious example of them. And for starters, I would have them on some handcuff, zip tie, zip to the boat right there, and stay in one corner. You ain't gonna come on the Coast Guard and feel like you're there in Carnival in Royal Caribbean or something like that. Nah, this is not a Royal Caribbean tour. You're not gonna get a tour around the islands and take a look as to what's happening. You would be treated harshly for doing some crap like this. Young ass men, them guys are very capable of doing work, very capable of doing something with themselves. But no. And the five shots that they fired that almost hit my friend Tevin Andrews, that's almost hit other people in the street of Carriacou. The 5 shots that was fired that almost shot 5 friends, people that we know in Carriacou, they should be charged for attempted murder. For every bullet that they fire out of this gun, every one of them should be charged with it. I don't care who fired the shot. Every one of them should be charged for attempted murder. Serious penalty. Serious penalty. Because they could have shot anybody. You ever been to Carriacou? Walking around Carriacou? You know, people just walking around. Them stuff don't happen in Carriacou. People just walking around Hillsborough. You come out right there in Hillsborough. You know, the greeting center for tourists is right there. You know, the bank is right there. The police station is right there. Everything is right there. The Jupa is right across the street. People are in Hillsborough. People are just chilling. 5 shots. I say attempted murder for everyone, to everyone, times 5. Again, guys, listen, this is some serious things. 718-701-5720. Give me a call and let's talk about this. Let us talk about this, guys. Serious, big and serious. What do we need to do to deter would-be bank robbers like these idiots? What serious thing that need to be done to deter would-be juvenile delinquents, idiots like these guys, from ever attempting anything like that again in their lives? Yeah. 718-701-5720. Because if they don't do something that send a strong message, next October 18th, next October 15th, next whenever, somebody else will say, well, look, Jane Doe, Betty you, and whoever, 5 of them went there, and you remember them, yeah, you gotta treat them nice. Yeah, them boys and them wasn't, you know, Carnival cruise. They give them a nice cruise back, you know, treat them all nice, give them a slap on the wrist and send them home. This can't be business as usual. This have to be serious, because you need to make an example of this. Because I'm telling all you, what happened 2019 could have been worse. People could have died. People could have lost their lives. The people who work there, think about, they're probably still traumatized years after. I spoke to someone who was in the bank in 2019, and the person said they felt like they was gonna die, and they never even want to work in the bank again. They don't even want to work in a bank again, right? Because that fear that they have of what transpired then, so that whole person's life was changed forever and ever. So a serious message needs to be sent out there to discourage any would-be attackers, any would-be bank robbers from ever trying this ever again. Ever. Ever. And we're getting some more information, guys. This happened earlier today. People in Carriacou was genuinely very shaken up on the news that there's another bank robbery happening. My friend Tevin Andrews, who spoke earlier on the program, he said that he was there. He saw all that commotion. Some guys walked up to them and they were going to pick up some stone and throw at them. The guys and them fired 5 shots after them. 5 shots. Kevin had to duck down and run. He said he feel like he was in a Hollywood movie. Yeah? Where the shots and them went? Probably this shot went and he bricked somebody's glass, went into somebody's house, bust somebody's tire. Thank God they didn't shoot nobody because they're so stupid. Yeah. Can't even fire goddamn good. They want to go and rob bank. Telling you, boy. Telling you. My good friend Kim the King, thank you so much for the updates on this story right here that we're going to continue to follow. Guys, if you have any updates, any video, anything that you want to share with us as it relates to this incident that happened earlier today in Carriacou, where 5 bank robbers broke into the bank and and robbed the bank, robbed the place. Sad. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna open up the phone line last time, guys. Last opportunity to call, and then I'm gonna shut it down. 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. That's my number. Call in right now. Let us talk about this. This incident that can happen today. We just got video of those guys right there. Right there. Had they been transported on the Coast Guard back to mainland without a handcuff in Club Hilton. That's what it looks like. Anyway, guys, that's my time. I thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our program today. And we're going to continue to follow this story right on our page. Yeah, Nelsia, that's attempted murder. 5 times 5. Where are these guys getting this information from? Like, we had to get to the source of it. Who sent them? Who sent them? Like, who is the mastermind of this? You have to follow the money, I believe that there is a bigger picture to this, guys. I believe that there are more people behind this. We need to find the mastermind of this. Yeah, you hold 5 guys. And I'm not saying that, and they should be dealt with harshly to the fullest extent of the law. But I think that there is a bigger fish to fry. Who sent them? Who sent them? Who sent them? Who sent all you? Who sent them? Yeah? Who sent them? Where they come out and who sent all you? Anyway, guys, I'm going to do a video update on all the information that that we're getting right here. Someone said that the mastermind can be local. Hey, the mastermind could be any place, but they're mastermind in this operation right here. Someone is responsible. Someone is spending the big bucks. This guy's name is like employees, I think. This guy's name don't look smart. This guy's some criminals are not the smartest set of people. I'll tell you that much. Criminals honestly are not the smartest set of people in the pack. They are like a full deck of cards, and those are the jokers. And those guys are the dirty set in the pack. Those are the kind of guys that, like the run around guys. And they always get in trouble, but the mastermind is up there. The big culprit is up there. And that's why they have to follow the money. You have to follow the money. Follow the money. And to all the would-be robbers or whatever, people that are going through real genuine problems right now, hard times. We understand COVID is causing all kind of psychophysical and psychopathic type of behavior in our youths, right? We're seeing it all over. We're seeing the increase in suicide, and we understand that the inability to be around people and the inability to just the normalcy of things has been taken away from us. People have lost their jobs and their livelihoods, and we understand that. But that's don't give nobody excuse to go and rob a bank, to go and shoot at people. Because if you think things is bad right now, right? Think about how bad it would get when you locked up in a pandemic. It's double bad. You can't take care of your family. So if you think that you was unable to take care of your family then, it's worse now. So for people who would be possibly people who thinking about this is the dumbest thing. Listen, stay away from it. Some people I saw, even some friends, I saw some pictures of them. And, they have speedboats and stuff like that. And what they've been doing now, some guys promise them a little something. If they carry up this thing up the road for them, they take a little trip up the islands up so and carry this little thing in their boat for them. And they carry this couple hundred or thousands of pounds of cannabis or cocaine or whatever there is. And they travel it up the islands for them and they get caught. Right? All they want to do is make a little living to feed their family, but they get caught. Now, who is the idiot? Who is the idiot now? You in trouble, right? You can't take care of your family at all, because you could be locked up. When you could have stayed out and tried to make a little way for yourself, now you can't even do that because you're going to be in jail. So who is the idiot? So guys, stay away from stupidity. Stay away from them stupid kind of decisions on them. It is dumb. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense that you get involved with it. I know things are hard, but if you have life, right? If you have life where there's a will, there's a way. If you have life, you have strength, something is going to happen for you. Don't get involved in them kind of stupid bonehead criminal activities. Those little jackass, little stupid, jackassing the thing in a major way. Anyway, guys, I said enough. I think you guys get where I'm coming about this situation here. Let me go. And I'll continue to update everyone on what transpired here earlier today. Also, I got to thank and big up one of our new sponsors that just came on board. Oh, we got some more videos, guys. We got some more videos from some of our contacts. I got some videos on how they were apprehended, right? I got some videos on how they were apprehended. I also got some video boat that they took. I got some videos on how the Coast Guard, some pictures and videos of how the Coast Guard got them. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to compile these videos separately and share it on a vlog a little bit later on the program. So let me go and do that right now and post that. But in the meantime, let me thank and big up one of our new sponsors. They just came on board, and they are geared towards reaching the diaspora. Their name, let me get it right. Their name is Care Transition Clinic. They are 24-hour nursing care available in Grenada. They are located on Locust Street. They handle diabetic. They handle laboratory services, so with your COVID tests and stuff like that. They also do that. They also chronic disease management. They do that as well. Home health nursing. So if your family, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother in Grenada, and you need a nurse to go to their home, right? They do that as well. They do IV therapy, intravenous therapy. They do private nursing escort. They do that as well. They do wound care, and they could do all of these things in your own home. They go to your home, right? They do post-hospitalization care. They do nebulizer treatment. So a lot of people have breathing issues. I know I have it with my asthma. They do after surgery care. They do physical consulting and a whole lot more. 24-hour nursing, and that's offered by Care Transition Clinic. Now, if you need their number, I'll give you the number right now. I want you to write it down. The number is 473-535-0301. That's 473-535-0307. And that's Care Transition Clinic. Now, I like to say that people, you need to put your money where your mouth is. These people have a major sponsor, just came on board in supporting the ride. And when people come and they put their money where their mouth is, we give them all the support. So I want you guys to take their number, contact them if you need physician consulting, after surgery care, nebulizer treatment, post-hospitalization care, wound care, private nursing, escort, IV therapy, home health nursing, chronic disease management, COVID-19 testing, and a whole lot more. Diabetes, foot care, laboratory services, all offered by Care Transition Clinic. All right. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. This is Ride Along Live, where everyone has a story to tell.
I feel like beat my chest. I'm blessed. I feel like beat my chest. I'm blessed. I feel like beat my chest. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I feel like beat my chest. I feel like beat my chest. I feel like beat my chest.
I'll just sing that one with me. Sing that one with me. Sing that one with me.
When I woke up this morning, I had reasons to sing. When I woke up this morning, I had reasons to shout. I know that Father God bless me, and that's without a doubt. So if you know that Father God bless you, start to jump up and shout. Sing, whoa, see a banga, see a banga. Give thanks to the Father. Everybody, whoa, yeah, see a banga, see a banga. He is my provider. My back, my back, my back. The most I have my back, my back, my back. The big man have my back, my back, my back. The most I have my back, 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 back. Man, I feel so blessed. Man, I feel like beating my chest. I feel like I feel so free. Man, nobody happy like me. I feel like He provides my wants, He provides my needs, each and every day. I get on my knees. He provides my wants, He provides my needs, each and every day. So when I woke up this morning, I had reasons to sing. When I woke up this morning, I had reasons to shout. I know that Father God bless me, and that's without a doubt. So if you know that Father God bless you, let your praises come out. Sing, whoa, see a banga, see a banga. Give thanks to the Father. Everybody, whoa, yeah, see a banga, see a banga. He is my provider. My back, my back, my back. The most I have my back, my back, my back. The big man have my back, my back, my back. The most I have my back, 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 back. Good health and strength. I feel so strong and confident. I feel like I family and friends who support me till the end. I feel like What more do you want? What more do you need? If you're not satisfied, I know that is greed. What more do you want? What more do you need? If you're not satisfied, go back on your knees. So when I woke up this morning, I had reasons to sing. When I woke up this morning, I had reasons to shout. I know that Father God bless me, and that's without a doubt. So if you know that Father, God bless you, let your praises come out. Sing, oh, see a banga, see a banga. Give thanks to the Father. Everybody, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See a banga, see a banga. He is my provider. My back, my back, my back. The most I have my back, my back, my back. The big man have my back, my back.
Feeling hungry, grab a snack. Caribbean food delight. Jamaican patties, light and flaky. Caribbean food delight. Taste the difference. Caribbean food delight. Grab a patty, take a bite. Caribbean food delight. Quick and easy, grab a patty, take a bite. Caribbean food delight.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to TD Bank, where you'll find the personalized attention you deserve and the legendary experience you expect. Let's do business. If you are a medical or dental practitioner, contact me to hear about our tailored lending solutions for residential mortgages, equipment purchases, practice-related commercial mortgages and refinance. Visit me at 500 Baychester Avenue to hear more about our full range of personal and small business banking solutions. See you soon.
David Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-38